As the years roll by, the body begins to speak in softer tones, not in alarms, but in gentle signals. A little stiffness that greets us before the sun does. A breath that isn't quite as generous as it used to be. A small moment of imbalance, just long enough to make us wonder, when did my body start asking for a slower rhythm? These moments aren't flaws, they're invitations. The body's way of saying, stay with me. I still have so much life to offer. And here's the part many people forget. Reviving the body doesn't require grand gestures. Science now shows that even 3 to 5 minutes of calm, steady movement can wake up circulation, soften tight joints, and lift the fog that sometimes settles over the mind. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You don't even need to feel strong. You just need a small pocket of space and the willingness to begin. So today we'll move together, gently, kindly, through 5 simple exercises designed especially for life after 60. Movements that reconnect you to your breath, your balance, and that quiet sense of confidence the body never truly loses. Whenever you're ready, let's begin. Not to chase youth, but to honor the body you live in right now. Exercise 1, kitty wall push-ups. Strength comes back the moment you invite it. Let's begin with something simple, something your body already understands. Stand in front of a wall close enough to touch it with your palms. Place your hands gently on the surface, shoulder height, fingers relaxed. Now lean in, slowly, and press yourself back. No rush, no pressure, just the quiet rhythm of your muscles, remembering what they can do. As you move, notice how your chest opens, how your arms hold you steady, how your core quietly wakes up beneath everything else. These aren't just motions, they're reminders of the strength that never truly left you. Physical therapists often say that wall push-ups are the perfect bridge between where we are and where we want to be. They protect the wrists, support the heart, and rebuild the everyday strength we rely on to rise from a chair, to carry a bag, to hug someone we love. And here's the science behind it. Studies show that even light resistance training increases blood flow to the brain, boosts bone density, and helps balance hormones linked to energy and mood. You're not just working your arms, you're lighting up systems throughout your whole body. Take a few more gentle repetitions. Feel the steadiness. Feel the breath moving freely. Feel your body saying, yes, this is exactly what I needed. When you're ready, we'll move on together. Exercise 2. Deep breathing plus overhead stretch. When the breath expands, the world feels bigger too. Now that the body's awake, let's give the lungs a little room to breathe. Something they quietly crave more than we realize. Stand or sit in a way that feels natural to you. Let your shoulders soften, and when you're ready, begin lifting your arms slowly toward the sky, as if you're greeting the morning light. Take a deep breath in as your arms rise. Feel the ribs open like a book being gently unfolded. Feel space returning to places that have felt cramped or forgotten. And as your arms float back down, let your exhale carry away whatever heaviness has been sitting on the chest today. What seems like a simple stretch is actually one of the most powerful tools we have. Doctors at Harvard found that slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's built-in calming switch, reducing stress hormones in less than 2 minutes and increasing oxygen delivered to the brain. That sudden clarity you feel, that soft sense of lightness, that's not imagination, that's physiology. Your body responding immediately, beautifully. Try it again. Lift, breathe, and let the world open just a little wider with each inhale. This movement is especially important after 60. As we age, the muscles between our ribs naturally stiffen, and the lungs lose a bit of their elasticity. But stretching upward like this, even for a few breaths, helps reawaken those muscles and encourages deeper, fuller breathing. One more slow inhale, one more gentle release. That's it. Simple, quiet, restorative. When you're ready, we'll continue to the hips, the place where so much of our movement and our confidence begins. Exercise 3, hip circles. When the hips stay open, life moves with ease. Now that your breath is flowing more freely, let's turn our attention to a part of the body that quietly decides how confidently we move through the world. The hips. Place your hands gently on your waist, let your knees relax just a little, and begin making slow circles with your hips, as if you're drawing something soft and round in the air. Go slowly. Let the movement feel almost like water, steady, smooth, unforced. Most people don't realize this, but the hips are the body's crossroads. Every step we take, every time we sit or rise, every moment of balance flows through this one central place. As we grow older, these joints often stiffen first, not because we're weak, but because the hips are where we store tension, fatigue, even old memories we didn't know we were holding. Gentle circles like this help release all of that. Physical therapists call hip mobility the gateway to safe walking, because flexible hips reduce strain on the knees, improve posture, and lower the risk of falls by supporting the body's center of gravity. There's science behind the comfort you're starting to feel. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that improving hip mobility can increase walking speed, reduce joint discomfort, and even sharpen balance reflexes, the tiny protective reactions that keep us steady when life surprises us. As you continue circling, notice how the movement loosens the lower back, how the pelvis becomes lighter, how the legs start to feel grounded again. Switch direction when it feels right. Let your body guide you. There's no perfect circle here, only the gentle rediscovery of freedom. When you're ready, we'll move on to something that shapes not just the body, but the brain itself: balance. Exercise 4, one-leg balance with chair support. Balance isn't just a skill, it's a conversation between the body and the brain. Now that the hips feel a little freer, let's explore something that might surprise you: balance. Stand beside a sturdy chair and rest one hand lightly on the back of it. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground, no higher than what feels steady. Hold it, breathe, and simply notice what happens inside your body. You may feel tiny corrections happening in your ankle, a gentle sway in your hips, a quiet tightening in your core. This is your body communicating, adjusting, protecting, learning. What most people don't realize is that balance isn't only physical, it's deeply neurological. When you lift one foot, your brain lights up, especially the areas responsible for coordination, spatial awareness, and reaction time. Researchers in Japan found that practicing single-leg balance for just 30 seconds a day can strengthen these brain networks and significantly reduce fall risk in adults over 60. Some studies even show that those who train balance regularly perform better on memory and cognitive tests. That's the quiet miracle of this movement. You're not just standing on one leg, you're strengthening the connection between your body and your mind. If you feel steady, try releasing the chair for a moment. And if today isn't the day for that, holding on is perfectly enough. Progress in your 60s, 70s, or 80s isn't measured in perfection. It's measured in presence. Switch sides when you're ready. Let the other leg experience this gentle awakening. Feel how each breath makes you more grounded, how each second builds confidence you can carry into the rest of your day. And when you're done, we'll finish with something beautifully simple, a return to the breath and the calm it brings. Exercise 5, shoulder rolls. When the shoulders let go, the mind often follows. Let's bring our attention to a place that carries far more weight than we ever give it credit for. The shoulders. Sit or stand comfortably and let your arms hang naturally by your sides. There's no need to force anything here. Just allow gravity to do the first part of the work. When you're ready, begin rolling your shoulders slowly forward. A gentle circle, smooth and unhurried, as if you're melting away the tension that's been sitting there for years. Then reverse the direction, drawing the circles back and downward, letting each movement feel a little heavier on the release, a little lighter as you rise. Most people don't realize how much emotion the shoulders hold. Stress, worry, fatigue. They all settle here, quietly tightening the muscles around the neck, sometimes even affecting how clearly the brain receives blood and oxygen. That's why this movement is so important after 60. A study from the University of Michigan found that gentle shoulder mobility exercises like this can increase blood flow to the brain by up to 12%, helping improve focus and reduce tension headaches. So as you roll, notice how your neck softens, how the upper back loosens, how a little warmth begins to spread across the shoulder blades. That warmth is circulation returning, your body's way of saying, "Thank you for remembering me." Take the movement as slow as you like. Let the breath guide each circle, and if you hear a small release, a click or a pop, that's often just old tightness letting go. This isn't just a mobility exercise, it's a moment of relief, a small reclaiming of comfort, and a gentle reminder that your body still responds beautifully to even the simplest care. When you're ready, let the shoulders settle naturally and feel the ease that wasn't there a few moments ago. As we come to the end of this short practice, take a moment to notice how your body feels now. Maybe a little looser, maybe a little steadier, maybe simply more awake than when you first pressed play. These movements weren't big, they weren't loud, but the body doesn't always need big and loud. Sometimes it just needs a reminder, a whisper that strength is still here, that balance can return, that breath can soften the weight we carry. What you did today wasn't exercise in the traditional sense. It was care. It was presence. It was a small promise to yourself that you're still choosing to move forward. One gentle circle, one steady breath, one quiet moment of balance at a time. And the science is clear. People who engage in just a few minutes of mindful movement each day live with more confidence, recover faster from setbacks, and maintain independence far longer than those who don't. But beyond the science, there's something more meaningful happening here. You're strengthening the relationship between you and your body, a relationship that has carried you through decades of living, loving, working, surviving, adapting. If today's practice brought you even a moment of ease or helped you feel a little more connected to yourself, I invite you to stay with this journey. You can subscribe to join a community of people who believe it's never too late to feel strong, steady, and deeply alive. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I'll see you in the next session. And until then, move gently, breathe fully, and take good care of the body that carries you through this beautiful life.